My fellow graduates, here is my advice to you. Remember where you came from, but don't linger there. Do not compare yourselves to others. If everyone's path in life was the same, the road would be too crowded. And lastly, God has given each of us two ends, one to think with and one to sit on. Our success in life is determined by which end we use the most. Heads you win, tails you lose. Thank you, and War Eagle.
That was sad. She just said a dirty word about my and who? Oh, that's not good. We're at graduation. Need I tell you on
Thank you, Brianna. It is now my privilege to introduce the valedictorian for the class of 2018, Mr. Cade Worthy.
Good evening. To the class of 2018, before I commence my speech, I would just like to say that I'm truly humbled to stand before you as a valedictorian. This is a distinction that I will forever honor and hold dear to my heart. Along with this title come several great opportunities. One of those opportunities happens to be presenting this class and all others in attendance with a very personal speech about my time here at Horseshoe Bend. Like many of the others seated behind me, I started my journey here as a kindergartner. Now I forever remember Horseshoe Bend High School as my home. I'm able to stand before you at this very moment as a valedictorian. I can't emphasize that word enough. It means so much to hear that word associated with my name. Many may see it simply as a title, but it is so much more than that to me. It is a reward, a blessing, and most of all, the fruit of my labor. But getting to this moment was not easy, nor a solo effort. There are so many individuals that have provided me with the assistance and guidance I need in this world to be a successful young man. Beginning with my parents, Greg and Portia Worthy. There is not enough time nor enough words in my vocabulary that will give you the credit you deserve. Together, you both had the greatest impact on my life. You provided me with everything I've ever wanted and constantly went above and beyond what was needed. Mama, you have always been the greatest mentor in my life. You've shown me how to treat each and every situation with a Christ-like perception. You've shown me the importance of humility and told me to always stay true to my roots. But most of all, you've been my anchor. You never laid your head down unless you knew both of your children were in the very best situation they could be in. Daddy, you have been my very best friend for the last 18 years. From my little league coach to screaming in my stands at the final game, you were there every step of the way. You've been so much more than a father to me, and I can never give you the recognition you deserve. Thank you for always pushing me past mediocrity and for always telling me what I needed to hear, whether I liked it or not. I am so grateful for our relationship and cannot wait for it to grow as I age, but I want to state publicly that you have never beat me in golf, despite what you write down in your scorecard. Next is my role model and the smartest person I've ever met, my sister Allie. Allie, you constantly tell me how proud I've made you and how thrilled you are to be my sister. Today I want to tell you that I'm beyond lucky to be your brother. I've had the task of following in your footsteps for the last several years, and I must say I can never achieve what you've already done. You're a former valedictorian, a college graduate that maintained a 4.0 for all 4 years, and you're only a year and a half away from becoming a doctor. For as long as I can remember, I have been pushing myself academically just to try and get near the heights you've already reached, but I am quite sure I will never get to that point. But I will continue to model myself after you by striving for excellence and by never taking no for an answer. I cannot thank you enough for showing me how far a determined mind and a kind heart will take someone in this world. I'd also like to take time to recognize those that are considered my extended family, but are really so much more than that. Mama and Papa, you two have always gone above and beyond for all 5 of your grandchildren. You have shown each of us what it really means to be a family. You have done so many things to help me become a better person, and I will always cherish the memories that we have shared together. Paul Bobby, we have grown so much over the past few years, and I owe so much to you for showing me what it means to put Christ first in my life. You have always been a provider for me and Allie, and I can only hope that tonight Nanny is sitting up there in heaven, with a big smile on her face, displaying her satisfaction with what I've done with my life so far. Aunt Prudy, Uncle Ronnie, Aunt Paige, Evan, Alec, and Abby. I can say so much about all of you, but Lord knows there isn't enough time to even share half the stories we have together. I can't thank God enough for providing me with such great people, and I'm so grateful for all the joy that you have brought my way. Now to the faculty and staff here at Horseshoe Bend. There are so many of you that have consistent influence on my life, from coaches to teachers to the administration. Every employee at this school genuinely cares about their students. I just want to thank each of you for treating all of us like we were your very own children. There are so many more that deserve recognition not only on my behalf, but for all the others sitting here. So to all in attendance, thank you for impacting us graduates in such a positive way. And finally, my message to the graduating class of 2018. We made it. We made it to the point we thought was never going to come, graduation. For as long as I can remember, we spoke about this moment with a great deal of anticipation, saying things like, I can't wait to just leave this place, or I can't wait to move on. Well, now it's happening. In a few minutes, each of our names will be called and our caps will be thrown into the air. Are we still wanting to flee this place as quickly as possible, or do we wish we were still students here at Horseshoe Bend? Well, from now on, we can only reminisce about the things we did at this school. We can't go back and do things differently. We can't go back because our time is up. It's not sad. It's what we wanted for as long as we can remember. I can remember. So now that the opportunities are in front of us, what are we going to do with them? We're going to take advantage of them. We're going to accomplish more than anyone thought was possible. We are ready. We are prepared. We are more than capable, and we know it. We have never shied away from the big moments, so why start now? Don't look at these next few stages in our lives as obstacles, but as possibilities. Possibilities to achieve whatever we want. We will set high goals, and when those goals are reached, we will remain humble and continue climbing. Don't let this be the end of your journey. Let it be the beginning. Tonight is the night where one door closes and another one opens. So as you enter the open door, all I ask is you to remember where you came from. Remember Horseshoe Bend. Remember this small town. Remember this place made you who you are. Don't let the next place change you. You change it. Be yourself, because that's enough. Stay humble and always keep God first. Thank you, Class 2018, for making me the man I am. God bless.
And Counselor Cheryl Bynum will assist in the presentation of diplomas. I've invited Superintendent Wendell and our board members to join us in shaking hands with each graduate. Please hold your applause until all graduates have been presented their diplomas.
Hannah Lee Adcock. Brianna Elizabeth Alwine. Rebecca Marie Anderson. Jordan Keith Argo. Jacob Evan Bentley. Bishop Dakota Blythe. Eric Lane Boland. Parker Clinton Branch.
Monet Capri Brooks. Michael Tyler Brown. Brianna Cheyenne Bryan. Kristen Ashley Bryan. Jasmine Faye Carr. Sydney Quinn Catron. Chase Garrett Clayton. Drake Thomas Conway. Crystal Renee Cortez. Megan Marie Cotney. Jaime Eduardo Cruz Torres. Jose Guadalupe Cervantes Cruz. Rains Krishan Darby. Destiny Cheryl Ann Driscoll.
I knew that was coming.
Colin Parker Earl. Curtis Brody Easterwood. Alyssa Nicole Gaither. Dawson Lee Gardner. Savannah Hope Gillespie. Dalen Shay Goodwin. Haley Brooke Gregg.